are back fishing again. We're back on the Humber Estuary, and yeah, it's been 16 days. 16 days since I was last there fishing with Alan. So I've come here, I've got the igloo, I'm all set up there, I've got my 2 rods. I'll show you more of that in a minute. But yeah, thanks for tuning in or stumbling on Verns Sea Fishing. And if you can give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and give us a subscribe if you like this video. Give us one if you don't. And press that hype button. That's all I can ask. But let's cut for the intro. We're fishing here today. Hopefully we're gonna catch plenty of fish. And it's gonna be an enjoyable day. Let's just cut for the intro and let's get getting on. Right, well, it is, well, what is today's date? This'll shock you, because while you're watching this, it's February. But for me, it's the 19th of December. But I can assure you my videos will catch up, because like I say, I went fishing 16 days ago. So I could have banged in another 3 videos, couldn't I? But after fishing with Alan, I needed a break and a rest. And then there was a bit of lousy weather, and then there was good weather, but it weren't right, if that makes sense. I.e., it was going to rain through half a session, and I just thought, I don't need it, don't need to do that. Let's pick a nice day, and today is 19th of December, and the sun is out. It is glorious. So that's what we're doing. We got the Pen Spin Fisher live liners, the black and gold ones. Some people have a problem with saying black and gold. I don't know why they say black and gold, that's just the colour of the reel. But I think some people are a bit snobbish. I think some people, it's like the old football teams, isn't it? Some people like certain teams and not others. And that goes to things like fishing reels. So you've got the Shimano crew, which, you know, they're the best reels, and I keep seeing them broken on Facebook. What's that mark on there? That's nothing. And then you got the pen lovers like me. And years ago, pen, I had a Surfmaster, and it was shocking. I've still got them now, but now they were rubbish, and I didn't like them, and I didn't think nothing of pen. But I had my Abu green Magalites back then, so I used them. But when I come back to fishing 6 years ago, 5 years ago, these Pen Spin Fisher reels are absolutely outstanding. I couldn't, for the money they are, and they aren't cheap. I think mine were 160 quid, something like that. I think I got one for 130 quid. Another bloke did a deal on one, I think got it for 150. And I've got, most of my spin fishers have come and they've been reduced. Due to the fact of they want to sell them privately and not through a internet site, so they save the money, and they passed it on to me, so credit is credit due. But yes, those reels, how can I explain it? I had some Okuma 8Ks surfs, and I've still got them. They've discoloured a bit, they're gone a bit, they aren't so silver and bright as they were. But when you have got some weight on, and you don't need a lot of weight on it, when you got some weight on, it's I'm just trying to, that's better. When you're reeling them in, say you got some weed on or a fish, you, as the rotor goes around the spool, because that's what spins, you can see the spool going like that. Rarely it's going like this, oscillating in an egg shape, but because I'm looking down on it, I just see it going like that. And I never liked that. I thought, that's not very good. They should have made the shaft fractionally bigger, so it was, you know, going up and down, not going like this. And when I bought the spin fishers, they went up and down. They were like an 18-year-old, I'll tell you. And oh, those days, happy memories. But yeah, absolutely outstanding reel. Have I serviced them? I've serviced one of them. I can't remember why. No, I can't remember why. It was one of them as well. I think it went a little bit stiff, so I took it apart and re-greased it all, oiled it. Perfectly all right. My long cast spin fishers, because I've got the 7500 long casts, never looked at them at all. They're still perfect. And then I've got the 2500 live liner, and I've got the spin fishing reel, an 8500, and I bought that for fishing off the rocks with 0.6 my Trabuco line for fishing rough ground, because it wasn't a long cast spool. It's more stunty. You don't need to cast as far, and I guessed it would all be more, you know, He-Man. I wonder how Greta's getting on today while we're talking about her doppelganger. How do we get onto that? What a wanker. So, back onto the spin fisher reels, Pen. You know, you support your own team, don't you? For me, I've never spent over £200 on a spin fisher. My fathoms were, I think they were 130 quid. And that was years ago when they first come out. Never had a problem with them. And people that say those Pen fathoms aren't built strongly, I mean, they've got 3 dog teeth in there for if the bearing ever, the non-return bearing ever fails, there's 3 dog teeth. I mean, if you get one in an Abu, it's an old reel, and you only get one. So, you know, they're bloody brilliant. So when people say, oh, what reel should I buy? Well, that Pen spin fishers, I wouldn't say they're any worse than that Daiwa reel that's 650 quid. I'd say it's probably better because it's cheaper. And I've bought once. Since I bought my spin fisher reels, I'm nearly dead with this, but since I bought them, I've not bought any more fixed spill reels. One, because I prefer multipliers, but I prefer fixed spill in the river. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. And if I'd have known that back in the day, I'd have rather have bought one spin fisher reel and not bought those 8k surfs, because 2 of them 8k surfs would buy you 1 spin fisher reel, and they just are bulletproof, I have found, in my opinion. But then I look after my reels. They're in a reel bag. They come out of the reel bag to fish, and then they go back in. The reel bag is left open once they've been used and they're wet. They're taken in the house, they're rinsed underneath a cold tap and cleaned with a slight small brush, giving it a wiggle, you know, under a running cold tap. The bags are then put upside down on the radiator to dry, and those reels are then left there for about a week, and I turn them occasionally, and they're totally dry before they go back in the bag, so there is no corrosion on them, nothing at all, or even anything, if we want to be politically correct with our speech. Anyhow, I didn't come back to tell you what day it was. 19th of December. Have I mentioned that? I don't know if I have. But yeah, looking forward to coming fishing. I even said to the wife last night, I said I could just not bother going fishing. I've got loads of videos. I could just wait until January and then go fishing in January. I says, but then the only problem is if it's a cold spell, I'll then end up not having any videos. So I checked the weather this morning. I was going to go to East Halton if it was really, really windy, but it's not as windy as they make out it is, so it's better. So I'm finding my shelter, so I've come here. And driving here, that excitement come back, and I thought, oh, I'm looking forward to going fishing. Got my hand warmers. I've used them earlier today. I'm not getting cold. I've got my heated jacket underneath my hoodie, So I've got a mustard top on, and it's, why am I showing you this? It's a blue one. I've got my heated jacket, Ziplex hoodie, which is fantastic, and my Reed's waterproof coat and windproof. 2 hand warmers, and I've got 4 more in the bag. So no one's here. I don't think there's a lot coming out. There's more coming out over at Paul, but not in Paul car park. You need to walk to the left to where all the rocks that go out into the mud, I think they call them crunches, or crunches. I'd just call it a spit of rocks. But yeah, if you go fish there at low water, apparently from what I've seen, it's brilliant. I don't know if there's much else coming out in different places. I presume there is, but obviously you need to know where to go, what to fish with, and be pretty good, I suppose. This side, all the fish are coming out at Stally Wall, so I'll let everyone go to Stally Wall and fish down there and enjoy themselves, and I can come up there on me Jack Jones. It's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm sure there'll be some people come back past there later on. If they do, I wish them luck. But we're fishing here today. Hopefully we'll catch. I've got squid with me, black lug. Don't know how old it is, but it's good. It's in good nick. I've got some prawn and I've got some crab. So yeah, we're gonna give it a go. I'm fishing with 2 hook flappers, size 2 hooks, nothing massive, and I've got a pulley pennel rig because we're gonna try for a codling on that with a crab and squid, and that's it. This is a fantastic place to be. That's all I can say. The wife is at work. It's the last day today for work for her, and I'm air fishing, so it's great. The cats are in the house. They better behave. I didn't feel like putting them out because it was chilly and they didn't want to go out. I had one cat, Gizzy. He was just hissing at me for the sake of I weren't feeding him quick enough. So we had to have a little chat and say, what's the matter with you, grumpy grots? So yeah, they're all fed and asleep now. They're all happy. Ziplex TF 50/50s. You've seen my bass rod, haven't you? Well, the bass rod update on the bass rod is I used it last week. I can't remember if I caught on it now. I'll have to watch the video when it come out. I've ripped the shrink tube off and the reel seat, because the reel seat was glued to the shrink tube. Well, that was glued to the rod, and then there was shrink tube either side. So I've took the shrink tube off, cut the reel seat off. I've cleaned it all off, all the glue off, which is actually high build, I believe. And I'm gonna give it a light sand. I'm gonna add a bit of high build around the top of the ferrule, so it makes it smooth, because it's abrupt because the shrink tube went up to it, and stick new shrink tube on, and I shall be using that. Don't know what reels yet, so it depends what reel seat I put on. But yeah, looking forward to using that. It was a lovely rod, casts like a dream. That man Terry Carroll, he was unbelievable. The rods that he made under the banner of Ziplex, unbelievable. I haven't come across the Ziplex yet that I don't like. They are all individually different. They all cast different. They are, let's say, fantastic, in my opinion. The only trouble I had was when I was casting the 2500M and the 2500LM in another head thump. I was finishing the cast and the rod was still catching up, because it's a caster's rod. It is a proper rod to use. So if you then put that rod on the ground and just do an off the ground cast with it, it's chalk and cheese. And that's how you feel how beautiful the rods are. If you was to cast that all day with another head thump, you'd finish your session and think, I don't like it, it's rubbish. But it's on the floor cast and absolutely fantastic. The rod is probably designed for that. My right foot under my instep is hurting again. I felt it today in the front room, so I put some ibuprofen gel on, and it's just aching. So I think tomorrow it will be aching and I'll be hobbling about again. I'm going. There's been no fishing yet, has there? All I'm doing is just yapping, innit? But that's an update. It's been 16 days. 16 days since I last went fishing. It could snow soon, couldn't it? Or get colder. But this is where I am. This is what I'm going to be looking out to, even in the dark. Let's hope we catch a codlin. Not bothered about what size. It can be like the last little booty, which was 2-inch long, maybe 60 mil, maybe 70. But it was perfection in miniature. See you in a bit. Right, let's get these casted out. Need to get the glove on. Just switched the camera on, the battery run out. But I've put my charger on so I can slip that battery in and charge it up again. It's not too cold, but it's not warm either. If you sat down, you get cold. But I've got my heated jacket on now, 2 hand warmers, and I've been asleep on my box. Right, let's get this out. We'll chuck this one straight out. Well, a little bit too late on that one. Let that settle. I think I need to just talking about them reels, weren't I? Well, that battery lasted all of 2 minutes. Not even that. So we've got the 3rd battery in now. So we'll am I in shot? By the time I get myself in shot and everything, it'll be dead. Now I've got that bloody flashing. Bloody idiot, Vern. Right, we'll check this one out to the right. That was better. A lot better cast, let go at the right time. Oh, we'll let it settle. Tablet time. Trying to spread my tablet out another hour. So yeah, I've got 1 battery that lasted 2 minutes. I don't think I'll charge that, and I've got 1 to charge up that lasted about 10. So I can't complain, because those batteries are years old. It's as old as the camera. So there's come someone for a walk. They aren't fishing. Might have a dog with them. Can't see a dog go, but you don't need to know that. Both rods are out. We've got 2 flappers out, black lug, tipped off with squid. So we've got 4 hooks out there, all size 2s. Hopefully we'll get rid of the blank, and then I'll get a squid wrapped up, ready for the crab to go on just before I cast out. Oh, my line's on the floor. Right, the line's caught under the rocks. I shall go and rescue it, and I'll bring you back. Oh, you bastard! Nearly a ball's up there. My line had got caught under, because I'd cast out and just chucked it on because I was talking to you. It got hooked up under some bladderwrack onto the rocks. Well, it come off the rocks all right, but it was under the bladderwrack. So I had to walk all the way down there to hoss it out of the bladderwrack. And now it's fine. I've got rods up high, but it was because I was talking to you and I wanted to try and stay in camera, but my own fault. And then I got up there, put that on, looked at the left rod, and the left rod was in the rocks. So I've reeled that, took the slack up, but there's no bladder wreck on that, so it's not pinning it to the ground. So we're out fishing. Like I say, 2 flapper rigs, size 2 hooks, black lug and squid. Sun is doing a lovely show today, and I'm now going to put these batteries on charge, but I don't think one of them is really worthwhile. I've got my heated jacket on, it's on blue, which is the lowest setting, and my hand warmers are still going, they're lovely. So there's no point in getting cold if you've got stuff to keep you warm, and I've got plenty of it. And then when I get home tonight, put my gear away, wash my reels, and then I'll clean the rods tomorrow, but it will be either a bourbon and coke, because there's no more coke cans, Pepsi Max to go in the fridge, so I shan't pick a warm one up that feels cold but warm that the wife's just chucked in. So I thought all the cans that are in there were freezing cold, and they weren't, were they? I ended up picking up last night the one that was horrible. So I shan't do that tonight because there's no more to put in. So I'll either have a bourbon and coke or a bottle of beer. Proper job. But I think it'll be bourbon and coke because that just sends me to sleep. Lovely. And then watch telly tomorrow, have a bit of a relax, clean my fishing rods, and get something done. Something important. Must be something. I'll do that bass rod. I'm going to start that tomorrow. That'll stink the house out. I'll bring you back when I reel these rods in. Hopefully we'll have a codlin first cast. See you in a bit. Out of the way. Well, we've still got bait on, but there's nothing on it. So there's no crabs at all. And yeah, we've got bait, which is good. What's going on there? Right, we'll get this, we'll put another lugworm on and squid. I'm going to chuck it out. I've got a pulley rig, but I'll send it out on the next one, I think, when it's dark. Fingers crossed, but up to now, them rods have been out a while. I can't remember when I started fishing because I didn't look. But yeah, nothing. It's dead. It might be a blankety blankety blank blank. Oh, last one was at East Halton with Alan. But yeah, see you in a minute. Alright, let's get this out. Still getting rid of the blank. We've got a flapper rig on. I'm going to cast slightly to the right of this one. And there's a bloke fishing in the next bay now. That's out further. Rods kept high, no line on the floor, I don't think. Slack took up, framing. Well, the wind has died. It has died quite a lot, so that's a good thing. It is. So yeah, that's third cast or fourth cast, third cast I think. Take the slack up. There you go. We're sticking with the flapper rigs for now. I've baited up black lug and squid on a pulley rig there, and I'll put the crab on before I cast out, and yeah, we'll take it from there. But at the minute, no catch, no fish, so turn the hand warmers back on. 6.7 metre tide, and it's December the 19th, and it is the wife's last day at school today. She will then be on Christmas holidays. I would have been as well, but I've opted to work 3 days up until Christmas Eve. I might get my hours done beforehand, so I ain't got to work Christmas Eve, but I might get them all done in 2 days. I've only got 6 hours to do, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'd rather have my holiday in the summertime. So we'll get some more videos done over Christmas. I'm talking to you like that. I should be talking as though it's February the 4th. Because this video, if everything goes to plan, this video you will see Wednesday, February the 4th. I'm ever so sorry my videos are in front, but I want to go fishing, and I film every video. The thing is, we only put one video up a week until I can edit, and we're happy with that, and that's a lot of work. You imagine how Tom feels every Wednesday, well, every Monday, and it's back to doing the editing again. I feel it sometimes when I go fishing, and I think to myself, bloody hell, got to go again. But then when I'm driving there, I think to myself, oh, I can't wait. So it's when that stops, I won't be able to do it then, but at the minute it ain't. I'm still doing it, still enjoy doing it. There'd be too many people to upset as well, wouldn't there? Because everyone's keep messaging me on the comments saying look forward to Wednesdays, so I've got to keep doing it. Thanks for all the hypes. This hype and lark is helped my channel out a lot. My subscribers are going up. Let's have a quick gander, shall we? Quick gander. Right, so we're on 5,650 subscribers. That's brilliant. Watch time hours is only 5,500. That's not good. 13,200 views as well. So that's still down by a lot, but my subscribers are plus 45, which is brilliant, because I used to be plus 1 or 2. It was diabolical when I upset YouTube and they put me on the naughty list, but this hyping has took me out of that. This week, as of this morning when I checked, I was number 10 on the hype board. So it's all down to you. Thank you very much. Keep pressing that hype button, because it'll just keep helping me grow. I can't wait to get to 10,000. That would be lovely, but I've done it honestly and organically, which means more to me than anything else. And anyhow, it's not about subscribers, it's about the views. It's the views that earn you some crust so that I can keep coming fishing, because I certainly need the views to keep me coming fishing, and that's what you want. I'd be quite happy with 5,000 subscribers, but 30,000 views, that would be ideal. There's no point having 30,000 subscribers and you're getting 500 views or 1,000 views, because you won't even be monetized. So yeah, so thanks for all of you that press the hype button, and those that press it 3 times. You can press it 3 times in a week. I'm quite happy for you to press it 3 times, all for me, because I'm a greedy bugger. There you go. I don't know what you can see, but you should see me when I pick my rod up. I hope anyhow. I'm the main star of the show, innit? Feels weighty, but it could just be the weight in the mud. Don't think I've got anything on it. Now, as soon as it broke the water, I knew. Right, let me get this sorted. I'm gonna get the pulley panel rig on now, so I'm going to put my crab on. I'll bring you back for the cast out. Right, things ain't gone to plan. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Don't know that this is going to fucking work, to be honest. I shall probably give it a couple of goes, see what happens. And then, yeah, I need to sort this reel out. I'll not put... Right. Right. This... Let me just set you up. Fuck off. This is a thermos cup. Cost a fortune, nearly 30 quid. And it keeps stuff hot and cold for ages. But this broke, the seals in it broke. And I've put an O-ring in it to take the slack up, and I put water in the top and it didn't run through, so I knew it was sealed. I put my crab cart in that and it's soft as fuck again, so that hasn't worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to bring my proper glass thermos flask and put them in that, because I want to put it on hard so it's frozen, not flipping soft. So I'll have to try it again in another session, but I will fill this up with hot water and keep taking temperature readings of it to see how long it takes for it to cool down, because it might be a case that I should have put an little tiny ice pack, which I'm going to have to make in there, but you'd think that they would have kept frozen, wouldn't you? But hey ho, bloody thing. I have got another one at a bronze one, which I bought the wife when that fucked up. I might try that in case it's the actual bit that I just threw on the floor, the bit you hold, the cup, that has lost its insulation. But yeah, my food flask, my large one, I went on Amazon and I bought some new seals for it, and it was like $4.99. I thought, brilliant, saved me buying another food flask. And then I thought, I wonder if they've got any seals for the thermos cups. Yeah, they have, yeah, but they're 20 odd pounds. You can buy a new flask. I mean, what the fuck is going on with the world? They should be about 3 or 4 quid. They're made in bloody China, no doubt. Oh, and that's another thing. Temu. Fantastic place, get things cheap, brilliant. But what's happened? I bought a cat bed, a cat house to put outside for the cats, so that if they're out of the night they can got another option for somewhere to sleep. So I bought the cheapest one off Temu. Bad idea. It's alright as long as you can wait. It's come round, it's gone through all the stans in the world, Kazakhstan, all of them. We've been tracking it. It's gone through about 8 countries up to now, so it must have a little portion in this back of this container where they've just chucked it in because it's cost nothing for postage. I would say someone else has paid the postage, because the whole thing has cost 15 quid. including delivery. Should be here on January the 6th. I think I ordered it in October, the beginning of October. I didn't look at that, didn't check that one out. But it don't matter. Right, my line I've just chucked out, it went out further. Obviously the tide's picked up and it's gone to the right, because the tide's running from the right to the left, but my line goes from left to right. Work that one out. It's called a back eddy. Right, camera went wanky. Then the battery ran out. Right, which rod is it? I moved this across, didn't I? Right, this is it. Oh, you fucking wanker. That was tight on the bottom. We're at high water now. I've been talking to the wife. Oh, is there a fish on there? It's heavy. Oh, I've got that fucking line. Oh, you bastard. Fucking cunt. Might have a fish in there. Come on. Right, move that way. How was that knocking that? Because I was that sort, you fucking bastard. Well, I'm sorry about this. What a lot of bad language of it. But I'm casting this fucking the other way. We have... Chill out, Vernon. Chill out, mate. Right, we're going to cast this short. I've got prawn on here. Right, now then. I'll tell you in a minute. You can giggle while you look at me. Right, where's that fucking pointing? Right. I'm casting it that way. Right, this here, I haven't pissed myself. I put my coffee on my leg, poured it, and then I had coffee all over the flask because it fucking don't come out properly. So I was shaking it to get it off, and then this hand went like this with my cup and spilled coffee all down my leg. So I weren't happy about that, and that's just set me in a room. And then I've gone over that line. I don't know why I've gone over that line. Didn't pull it in, and then there's no fucking fish on it, is there? Right, got a 2-hook flapper right there now with prawn on. I'm gonna get this flapper rig done, and then I'm bringing in that. I'm gonna chuck it. So I'm gonna do this flapper rig ready for that flapper rig to come in, because when that pulley rig come in, I just want that on it. That was really heavy and it felt like it was going left and right, but it's obviously caught around my line. But I don't know how, because I was to the left of that line and that line was moving. So I went to the right of the line, reeled it in, expecting it to come in on the right of the line, and it was over the line to the left. So why was it moving that line in the first place? Now it's going up and down. I'm going to have to bring that in. I could have a fish on it, couldn't I? Right, yeah, we'll bring it in. Right, you ain't going to see me until I get in front of the camera. Well, get a fresh bait on it, it's high water in it. It's heavy. It's not heavy now. What an absolute bull bag. Fucking cockwomble. Oh. Right. I guess it's going to be one of them sessions. It's not filling me with optimism, but I've fished there on the high, on the ebb, on the flood, and never had anything, and then literally on the ebb it just comes alive. So it's maybe one of them nights. I hope the audio's alright. Something come up then on the back of the screen for audio. I don't know what it was. I ain't got a fucking clue. So I just turned the camera off. So I'm hoping you can hear me, because my audio's, in my opinion, is good enough. You can hear the water, you can hear the wind. It's as though you're here. There's no stupid mic which is cutting all the ambient noise out, and it's just my voice as I'm sat on the toilet in a tin box of a room, where I'm then slapping all the fucking time that does my head in, or breathing like a fucking, can't even say that word, can I? But there you go. Dodgy phone call, shall we say? Ain't what I want to say. So yeah, believe it or not, I don't really like microphones unless they're top quality and they're positioned in the right place, because I can get away with a sniff sometimes, but when you're doing it all the time, and fucking hell. Anyhow, it's 4th of February. For me, it's the 19th of December. Aren't you lucky? By the time I'm back at work in January, that'll be February done. I've just got to hope we get some snow and that. Otherwise, I shall be having a mini holiday. And we'll be in spring and you'll still be watching me in my red coat in winter. Yeah, so what's the date? 2 days. 2 days to go. On Sunday, the 21st of December, it's the first day of winter. Yep, we've then got 3 months of winter. That'll take us up into the 20s of March. So I think it's the 21st or the 23rd. I'm not sure, it could be the 22nd. But that'll be the first day of spring then. And then it'll be as quiet as it is here today. You know, where everyone's saying, oh, it's that dodgy period. Is it the case that there's a lot of fresh water in there? There was a lot of trundling down that drain up there. So is it that? Or is it the fact that they're all going to be shooting down this way on the ebb? Let's hope so. Right, I'm going to get this baited up. I'll bring you back for the chuck out. Right. Let's get this chucked out. Talk about getting wound up, baiting up the fucking rig. I can't chuck this out far, because if I chuck it out too far, the bait will just come off, because it's shit. No, I'm not in front of that bloke. Even that went out too far. But there you go. Right, so what's the problem, Vern? I hear you say. Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. The problem is, I can't find this fucking button on this fucking light. So I found the new light, the one that takes the batteries that I use for doing shots like this. Yeah, I found it and brilliant. But the old light, the button is like a mushroom. You feel it straight away. This one, well, this button is nice and flush, so you know where it is, but you can't feel it. It's like trying to fucking find, yeah, well, do I be rude here? Yeah, it's just like trying to undo a fucking bra. You know where it is, but you can't get at it. Fucking hell, it does me head in. It's just like the GoPro 7. Nice proud button. One press and it'd come on, one press it'd go on. GoPro 8, it was recessed, didn't it? It fucking feels recessed. You go to press it and you're not pressing it, you're pressing something else. I've done it for the past years I've had this camera, and then it's one press to turn it on, and it's a press and hold for like 5 seconds to turn the fucker off. And then what happens? You're pressing and holding it, and you're not holding it. So you're there for fucking seconds and seconds, wasting your life trying to turn a GoPro off. But I've got used to that now. Right, that flask ain't fucking working. I told you that earlier on. That don't work. It's fucked. It's going in the fucking bin when I get them. The cart will then go, because their wings will then go back in the freezer. I will then get a proper flask. I will also make some sort of ice cube shit that can go in the flask. Yeah, because I'm bound to drop it in and it smashes it, because it's a proper flask. And then I'm going to try the cart again. You cannot put cart on, yeah, whether it's a wing or not, if it ain't frozen. It has to be frozen. Now, I should be putting it on there frozen, casting it out for it to work, but it ain't working. So to say it's stressing me out a bit is unbelievable. I fucking hate this stuff. The best thing for a brown crab is to let it get to the size that it should be, like that, and then eating it with some crusty bread, salt, pepper and vinegar in the boat, all mixed up. That's what you should do with crabs, not sell it for fucking fish bait, because it's a pain in the ass. I tell you what cart's like fucking sardines. Shite. Soft bait, can't whip it on. I've got the lightest of whipping stuff from a Nova, and it just keeps snapping all the time because I might just pull it a little bit too hard. Why they've got all these different fucking small, fine, extra fine, extra fine, medium, extra medium. It just seems like I've picked the wrong fucking tube up. There's nothing wrong with the elastic. I like the elastic. It's just I picked the wrong one up because I bought the wrong one. I bought a medium because ages ago when they just had 3 or 4, yeah, medium was fine. But now medium, or what I've got marked up as medium, is like fucking snappy snaps. So I had to buy some extra medium, or whatever the other one is. I haven't got it here to show you. It's in me box, isn't it, you fucking loon? I could have put it... Right, I shall have a look and tell you what it is. I'm not mooning about it. You know, for God's sake, don't say, Vern, perhaps you ought to bring it up with the supplier. Well, I'm not bringing it up with the supplier. It's just my opinion. I thought I'd left it at home. It's in the fucking box. Right, that'll rule that stress head out. Cart, it's fucking useless unless it's frozen. Yes, you can put it in a bag, but I don't want to put it in a fucking bag. Why am I using it? I'll tell you why I'm using it, because it's in my freezer and I want it fucking gone. I think you can only catch cod on it on the North Bank, I don't think it works south side because the cod are more clever on this side, and you've got no chance of catching it, because I've caught fuck all on carp and I've used it many times. It's like prawn. I've only caught 2 fish on prawn, but I've used it loads. No, I might have caught more than that actually. I don't think I have. Anyhow, it's irrelevant, isn't it? Fucking hell. Fuck off. Right. So, what you need to do is when you come fishing, what's the fuck's that? What you need to do is have a nice stressless time, because that's what fishing's all about. Come and go home stress-free. Yes, that's right, everybody. And when I get in my car, I will be stress-free, because I'm a normal person. I let my emotions show. I let them out and they're gone. They're gone. You don't bottle them up and become this fucking in the corner of a fucking room. Let them out. Some people don't like that. They think, oh, he's a bit of a knob, you know, take one for the team. Yeah, he's no good. Yeah, that ain't the case. I go chilled out and all fucking lovey-dovey, and whoa, when I get the missus is running around the house trying to keep safe, because I'm just like this. Ooh. I ain't really. I come home, clean my gear, sit on the sofa with a drink, and then I fall asleep. Anyhow, what's that? Thought I could hear a phone. Rods are out. One's over there, short. One's out there, short. I'm going to use prawn and squid on the next one. Carp's gone away. We're going to get a better flask. Them cups are fantastic if they fucking worked, but they don't, so I ain't going to. So I'm going to have to get a flask. But the good thing about them are they've got a big wide top, so you can get the stuff out. And don't say get a food flask, Vern. They don't keep everything frozen for so long. I need a flask that's going to keep stuff cold for 24 hours, really, if not longer, because I want the stuff solid. Fucking garbage. That's going in the bin, that is. I might even smash it with a fucking hammer. I'm not saying I'm wound up about it, it's just annoyed me. How can it not let water through it and it's not kept stuff warm? I don't know. I'll try the brass one with that lid. I'll try the brass coloured one with that lid. Bronze, sorry, and see what happens. But yeah, rods are doing fuck all. Just not getting anything. Tide's nicely in. It's took a while, it was ages coming in. Sometimes you have a tide that will come in all the way up and it's right quick and you think, bloody hell. But this one, it's been quite slow coming in. It's been pleasant. And it's not going out yet, but it will be. It'll be on the turn now. But if we don't catch anything, we don't catch anything. I'm out here having a session, filming it for you. It is what it is, isn't it, pet? But this is what happens. Not all fishing sessions are out there and you're pulling in 12 cod or 1600 rays, yeah, or stuff like that. That does happen, but not all the time. Sometimes when we go fishing we get wound up. Sometimes when we go fishing all sorts of things happen. On my videos you get to see that. Yeah, I am what I am, and you could write a song about that, but I'm not going to. I'm going because this has been on far too long now. I've just about had enough, but I'm now a lot chilleder than what I was when I was furious. See you in a bit. Right, you can see my rod tips now. I had to put a new battery in my torch, but yeah, now I've totally forgotten what I was switching you on for in the first place, because, you know, I've switched you on for you to watch the rods while I just spoke about something, because Gordon likes watching me rod. Now that ain't for me to question that. He just likes looking at my rod, and his son. I don't know what's going on there, but there you go, Gordon, there's me rod. Well, rods, I got 2. Oh, I did really want to try that cart. You know, I got 6 wings out and I chopped them all up into bits, cling filmed them, shaped them into the shape I wanted, cling filmed them, froze them, and then that fucking flask didn't keep them frozen. Yeah, I know it's been a bit potty mouth, but there, I ain't done one that's been potty mouth for a long while, have I? It's just all coming out now. I can't remember what I was going to switch the camera on for. I was going to switch the camera on for Summit. Oh, that's right, yeah. So, yeah, as you watch this, it's February the 4th. If all's gone to plan with the editing, because if Tom gets busy, we might have to miss one. I don't know. That don't happen very often, but it can do. Anyhow, oh, I've got to take my tablet, haven't I? For me, it's the 19th of December, but I've already told you that, haven't I? So where am I going with this, Vern? What I'd like to say, but I'll say it post, as in it's not post Christmas yet, but it will be when this comes out. I hope you've all had a good Christmas. I know it's the first week in February and I should have done it in January, but you don't remember everything, do you? So yeah, I hope you had a nice Christmas. I hope you got your leg over, male or female, or any other species. Now sod them. I hope you had a nice time and got everything that you wanted. We never get everything that you want, do you? What a shitty saying that is, isn't it? Yet again, another crap saying, isn't it? Load of bollocks. I've got one more bit of prawn, so I've got another bait for the pulley rig. Can't believe I ain't fishing with 2 flappers. It's because of that cart. I was going to do that when anyhow, as far as I've been told, my mate Mike told me, I don't know if it's still the case, but carp is an illegal bait to use on the Yorkshire coast, I believe in the Humber, and on the Norfolk coast. I don't think you are permitted to use that as bait. So if you're going to be using it, I suggest you keep it bloody hidden, I would say, because if the river authorities, or whatever they're called, the EA or whatever, you know, summertime when you're on the beach and they're actually patrolling the beaches, I saw them, didn't see them at all this year, but in 2024 I saw them probably 3 or 4 times, and they basically go around checking on what fish you've caught, i.e. bass, and making sure you ain't taking too many and they're in size. But if you're using carp, and for some reason in summertime, I don't know why, yeah, you need to get it and throw it into the sea. Get rid of it, otherwise you'll get in trouble, I think. I haven't checked on that for a while, but I can't see why it would have changed. It takes so much searching for as well. It does take a lot of looking for. And the other thing is, these bloody nets that you can buy off Amazon and Temu for 2.5 halfpenny farthing, yeah, for catching prawns, they're illegal. You are not allowed to use them. Yeah, you can ask John Spalton, he will tell you. As far as I'm aware, they are, well, I know for a fact they're 100% illegal. One, to have a net like that, you need to have a license. That costs over 50 quid, I think. Not too bad. Then it has to have otter guards on it. That's so an otter can't get in it for the whatever's in the net, and then drowned, you are meant to have otter guards. It's meant to have a tag on it as well. If you get a license for using one, you'll need a tag. But those, even if you get a license and your tag on it, they're illegal because they haven't got an otter guard on. I'm sure you can put an otter guard on, but I don't know if they're the right thing. Whether you have to buy a net with an otter guard on, I don't know. Again, John Spolton would know. So yeah, if you get caught with it, you will get fined. If they come and find you using one or beside one, then clearly the best thing you can say is I don't know nothing about it. Or say, yeah, it's mine, and then pay the fine. Or better still, don't use one because they're illegal. Unless you got a license, unless it's tagged, and unless it's got an otter guard on it. Now then, are you enjoying watching my rods? I am a lot calmer now. You can see them, can't you? I can see that light. It's, my rods are lit up like nobody's business for me. Whether you're picking it up on the camera, I don't know, but I can see on the back of the camera all the eyes are lit up. Well, my eyes on the rod are totally lit up for me, and I can see my rod as well, and all the whippings, the red and the blue whippings. So, but there's nothing out there, just absolutely nothing. And there I am now, yap-arsing on, rabbit, because I'm fed up, because I ain't even caught a flipping white never. Well, it's just going to be one of them videos. But they come to us all, you know. It is, isn't it, pet? What it is. I've got to take my tablet, haven't I? I hope I have a good Christmas. I don't know if I've told you, but it's the 19th of December today, and Christmas is round the corner. I've either got two days to work for 3 hours a day, or I've got 3 days at 2 hours a day. God, a bit of quietness there. Look at that. Did you hear that then? I just shut up, didn't I? It just went all quiet. Well, all holes lit up, all nice lights, white and yellow and amber, because there ain't yellow, there's amber, white and off-white, bit of red. I can see some red lights, can't see much else. But yeah, fishing ain't about catching, is it? It's about getting out there and having some fresh air in your lungs and just chillaxing. Right, Gordon, that's enough of looking at my rod. I don't want them exploding. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this reeled in. I've nearly had enough, to be honest. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. I think I'm going to reel these 2 rods in and then chuck them out again, and that'll be it. The rocks have started to show. Oh, there's a bit of weed. We've got weed on the line. Well, battery ran out, so I've reeled it in. There was weed all on the line. I've changed it over so that we're now we've got a fresh bait on. We've got black lug and squid. There's weed out there, everything from weed to may rock. The rocks have just started to show, and today will be the first day I don't fish it all the way down because I can't be bothered. It's just been one of them sessions. I know we get them. But yeah, it's been absolutely lackluster. There's been nothing happening at all, and not through the want of trying and that. Right, what am I going to do now? I'm going to put a flapper rig out. I'm going to... Fuck's sake. Do you know what? When I walked up here... Oh, fuck! The missus will know what's happening. I've been here too long. Too long with nothing happening. That's what the problem is. First time that I'm going to be going ain't going to be that late. I've got the water. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking get up there. I ain't even touched that, have I? Bloody tosser. Yeah, I am swearing. I don't give a damn either. Don't care. Fucking these straps go on top of your ears. You can't put your fucking glasses on. Everything's irritating me now. It's just getting to that time. Nothing's happened, I'm bored. First time as well. I would say by the time I've reeled in this next rod, well, I'm going to bait that up. I'm going to put straight squid on it. Cast it out, and that's it. They're the last two reel-ins, cast outs, and they'll be the next two reel-ins, and that'll be me done. And it'll be the first time that I've actually not fished it down to the mud. So we'll have to see what happened. Put my coat on green now, because I felt a nip in the air. The problem is I ain't got my neck gaiter on, have I? So I'm getting a draft down my neck. Right, I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to bait this up. We've only done about an hour. So by the time Tom's edited some stuff out, fuck off. I get this all nice and flat, and then I hit something and I get a stone, and you're always standing on it. You never can just miss it. You're always standing on it. 2 million stones there, and I end up standing on the one that's proud. Right, baiting this flapper up, and then that's it. See you in a bit. Alright, let's get this done. Just recording. Reel this in and bait up. Put the renew rig on. See what happens. Nothing on that. The one good thing is the wind has disappeared. It was meant to be blowing 20 miles an hour even now, but as always, or seems to be, every time I go fishing the wind just disappears. Look at all that shit on there. Actually going to pack up and go home when I fucking mayrot shit. The only thing is it's the mayrot without the slime and the sludge. I see He-Man, old Greta Thunderbird is on one again. She's stopped going on about, fuck's sake, why is it fucking hooks just dig in to your fucking bait bag? Fucking cunt. Yes, I have said it. yeah, she stopped talking about climate change now, because they're all shutting up about that now, aren't they? Apart from Ed Dillywad, the biggest wanker. Yeah, she's now on the old plasticine gang, isn't she? Hey? Fucking stupid cow. Christ, if I was like that when I was a child, yeah, I'd have been hit harder with the fucking spade that my old man used to hit me with. Right, now then, where's this? Right, so cast straight over that is what I'll do. Oh, it's nearly Christmas. Not when you watch this in. There you go. Great. That'll pick up plenty of weed there. I think the next session I'm going to do will be on the beach. I've told you before, I've had that oh fucking hell. I've had that fantastic year, didn't I, when I had over 50 codling and cod, and I'll never beat that, especially not having fresh bait. But the thing is, I've had 5 codling this year, so I haven't blanked on them. I've caught them, which was easier than the dogfish, which I only just caught a few videos back. So yeah, I'm chuffed with the codling I've caught. Some people in the country don't get to catch any. They have to travel all the way around and go to the northeast, or come here, or go to Chesil at the right time. So yeah, I've caught my codling. I'm quite happy this year, because I ain't a huge, I've got to catch this, and we're catching that, and we're catching this, and we're a specimen hunter. That just don't interest me. I've caught me codling this year. If I catch any more, brilliant. Be nice to catch a bigger one, but then one like that would be all right. 50 centimetres would be fine. But they're the last casts out. So we'll see what happens, and if nothing happens, I'm not fishing until it gets down to the mud. I'm just gonna pack up and go, because I've enjoyed myself. I've had a bit of a moan and cleared my head, and it's all been fun. Well, it's been fun for me. Might be purgatory for you. Don't forget to hype this video. If you've just tuned in now and you fast forward to where thinking you always catch at the end, hype the video. I've got a huge core support of subscribers, and you mean the world to me. You help this channel. You are what keep this channel going, to be honest. And if it weren't for you hyping it and everything, and giving me comments, the channel wouldn't be what it is. So thank you very much. I'm going to watch these, might ring the wife, then I'm reeling these in, and then I'll say see you later to you. And I'm going now, because I've got no sandwiches, got no coffee now. The coffee, what is it with fucking flasks now? I bought another flask, and that's as crap as that shitty flask for £3. You open it up, and that's it. It starts going cold. By the time you've drunk half the flask, you just pour it in the mug, and if you don't spill it down your leg, you could just neck it straight away, because there's no heat in it. Gets on your flippin' wick. Now if you had a glass flask, the old-fashioned flask, yeah, keeps it hot all the way to the bottom. Right, I'll bring you back because it could kick off and we could have some fish on these. See you in a bit. Right, let's see what we got here. I think that battery in that light I've got there needs to be sorted out. I think I need to put 2 new batteries in it or buy a new light. Another fucking light. Right, let's get this reeled in. I've had enough. Been there for ages. Not actually. That last reeling I did, which was am I in shot there? God's sake. Yeah, that's better. That last reeling that I did, which had, oh, you bastard, fucker. Do you know what? When I walked there, yeah, 4 times I nearly slipped coming along this path because it's a bit muddy. Not hugely muddy, but I just happened to catch every slippery bit. And then when I got down there, I nearly tripped over twice on stones. And then I slipped on this seaweed. I've never slipped on seaweed on here. Boom! Boom! Do you remember that, idiot? Right. Fucking crap. Right. As the wife would say, Vernon, you've been fishing too long. But I'm going to reel this in, and then I'm reeling that one in. I'm just reeling them in. I'm not messing about. And to be honest, I hope there ain't a fish on it, so I don't have to return it. So, yeah, it's been enjoyable. It's been a bit of fun, me moaning and groaning. I've enjoyed it, and that's what it's all about. What was I then going to say? I was then going to say, so, oh yeah, that pulley pennel rig I had out there with squid and black lug on, with the cart, which was a waste of time because that's shit. This isn't proper weed. That's right old slippery shit. The cart had gone, but because it ain't frozen, this is the problem with it. This is why I never catch on it, because you whip it all on, it goes straight through the wing, it holds it on, and then I bet you when that hits the water it just evaporates and explodes off. That's why it needs to be frozen. So I'm going to sort the flippin' flask out, and next time I'm going to be organised more. Thought I was this time, I thought I'd fixed it, but I'm going to make sure it's 100% done for the next time, and I'm going to use this crappy bait and see what we can get off it. If I don't break my neck on this crap. Never slipped on this before, have I? I'm going to reel this in now before I start getting in too much of a bloody rabbit on. Oh, yeah. Weed all around my line, on my spool. Oh, for fuck's sake. I shall clear it off. I ain't doing it now. Right, now I'm gonna move this fucking thing here. We're gonna go over here. Where are we pointing now? Are they all? Yeah, that's all done. Right, we're over here now. Right, I want that there. I want this tilted forward, you flipping knob. God's sake. Well, for all those that are fed up with me swearing, I'm fed up with it as well. I've let you down. But that's who I am. Well, thank God for that, I ain't caught. Because what did I say to you? I'm going to get packed up before that water shows all the stones and mud. Well, I ain't seeing the mud yet, but I can certainly see all the stones. So, yeah, not great, is it? Not great at all. Need to sort these lights out. I think you can buy batteries. So hopefully, let's set this up so that you can see me. That looks good, doesn't it, Vernon? Yeah. Right. Is it filming still? Yes. Of course it is, Vernon. Let's move it back a touch. It's on top of me. Right. Well, it has been an enjoyable session. I've enjoyed it. I don't think you might think that I've enjoyed it, but I have. I've been there too long, really. It's been getting irritable because I haven't caught anything. There's been no sign of anything apart from that rig that was hit, and I put it down to the bait elastic being too fine and shit. It don't grip enough. If you pull it too tight, it snaps. What's the point of having that unless you, I mean, really it's not meant for that. But I thought I had the right bait elastic. That bait elastic is just fuck off. It's just meant for worms, really, I think. But yeah, let me just turn this down because I don't want it being too bright. Yeah, that'll be all right, won't it? You must be able to see me there. I'll put that on because that'll be all right. What's that like now? Yeah, it's got to be something like that. So yeah, I've enjoyed myself. Thanks for watching. If you haven't pressed that hype button, please do press the hype button. For those that don't like the swearing, I'm afraid to say we are all human and we are what we are. I could put a show on and be a false person like people do in this world, but I aren't. I am what I am. You could write a song about that, couldn't you? And I'm afraid this has been it today. This is who I've been today. Irritable. And getting more irritable. But I have enjoyed myself. Please believe me, I have enjoyed myself. Matey boy who lives in that bit in there, well, that's where he's fishing. He hasn't caught anything either. I've just shouted to him and asked him, and he said no, he's pulling out weed, I've pulled out weed, and I've about had enough. So this is it. Give us a old subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and drop us a comment. I know I've got a potty mouth, so you don't need to tell me about that. And yeah, you're doing wonders with the hype button, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you subscribing, giving me comments and everything. It's just a wonderful thing to do. Sometimes they're better than others, fishing wise, catching wise, and yeah, just being happy wise. But this has been this one for today, and thanks for watching. I'll see you anon. Gordon, that's enough of looking at my rod, which was 2 inch long. I don't want them exploding. See you in a bit.